weekend vacation. Grab your stool, squat on down for crappy animation. Let the gangsta commentary prop open your eyelids and watch some TV shows that have aged even worse than they did. So fill your bowls, use your spoons. It's Shaturday morning cartoons.
Happy Saturday, everybody! Welcome to Saturday Morning Cartoons. I'm Joe, that's Nick, that's George, that's Caitlin, and this is the show where we watch good, bad, dumb, funny, weird cartoons from the golden age of Saturday morning. And today, we're watching our first ever Emmy award-winning cartoon. We're watching an Emmy award winner. We're going to watch Garfield's Halloween special, and it's this affected me when I was a kid. Have you guys all seen it before?
I saw it as a child. I barely remember it. I feel like it's not super shatty though. You know, I think it's pretty high quality.
Exactly. It's not totally shatty.
Sometimes a good one sneaks in, you know, we got to allow that too.
There's nothing we can do about it. You know, sometimes we have to, the show must go on. So before we get into that, let's talk about cereals. I have none. I'm over at Jakesters. I'm completely cereal-less. So
just so people know, our friend's house, Jakester, he growing up would eat a cereal called Prograin, which was just like flavorless pellets called Prograin, and
it always had an athlete on the cover. I think it was like Poor Man's Wheaties, you know.
Yes.
But it looked like Kicks. You know?
Yeah, like little nuggets, and he's for his entire life only eaten dry cereal, never put milk on it.
Well, here's the other thing: he grew up on a goddamn dairy farm too, and he was just like spitting in the face of the cows.
Who does a dry bite? My partner doesn't have dressing on salad. I think it's disgusting. Dry bite.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Actually, I just eat the croutons, so that's not even fair.
That checks out. That actually makes sense for George, actually. So yeah, I'm with. I don't have any. He doesn't do Prograin anymore, so I'm without cereal. What do you guys got?
I went with. I haven't had these. I've had Annie's birthday cake bunnies, but now I've got cocoa bunnies, and these might be my favorite chocolate cereal. They're really good. It's a dark chocolate. It's not like a Cocoa Pops chocolate kind of thing. So it's a little bit darker. I enjoy them. They're little bunny chocolate bunny shapes.
It feels like a very adult cereal. Like it's not like a kid's cereal. It's like Annie's.
But he collects Alf stuff.
Yeah,
it counterbalances.
I mean, there's still 200 calories in a bowl here, so we're not talking about a completely healthy.
What do they got on the back? Do they have like any mazes or anything, or like?
Well, yeah, they have like a little word search, but it's kind of educational. So it's not just like, you know, get Cap'n Crunch to defeat the Soggies, or
you have to identify finance ministers of developing nations on the back.
Yeah, I mean, like one of the things talks about like humidity for growing cocoa beans. Like, I don't want to know where my cereal comes from, you know.
And the kids definitely don't. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm boycotting General Mills at the moment. So what am I gonna do? Annie's is all I got.
Okay.
All right, George.
Oh, I'm eating Lucky Charms in the divorced dad style single serving container.
Nice.
Because a divorced dad wouldn't know that this is available in a box with several servings. So.
Oh, so sorry about your divorce, George.
I was the last one to know.
Okay. Kellen, you eating anything today?
Yeah,
or you,
I have Kellogg's Frosted Flakes because I figured Tony the Tiger could be like Garfield's, like, you know, half cousin who's a jock or something like that. And also it was all that we had here. So.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's like his older, cooler cousin, actually. Yeah. And wait, did Tony the Tiger, did he have glasses on in that on that cereal box?
He's reading a book called Who Was Jesse Owens?
Oh.
Is that why you bought it? Because you just like glasses wearing
I just like glasses, and Jesse Owens has went to OSU, you know.
Oh, really?
He actually did, but yeah.
I mean, so okay, Tony the Tiger's wearing glasses, reading about Jesse Owens. Okay,
yeah, I mean,
all right. This just feels like a weird dream I might have had or something.
It's interesting, you know.
I'm learning. All right, so we are going to watch this Garfield Halloween special. It won an Emmy, but here's the thing: like Jim Davis, we all know this. Like he's all about the merchandising. Like Garfield is everywhere. You can't go anywhere without like seeing Garfield somewhere. Even today, Garfield is everywhere today. And so Jim Davis, he started out in advertising, and it almost feels like this was a ploy from day one to just merchandise the shit out of Garfield. And he didn't say no to anything, including this commercial that we're going to kick off with and I just, right when you thought you'd seen it all for Garfield merchandise, along comes this one.
To celebrate Garfield having his own ravioli, Garfield round ravioli, we're throwing him a surprise party with a year's supply. So after I show him these plump, meaty ravioli, we'll pull back the curtain and yell surprise. Garfield, this was supposed to be a surprise.
Tell you what, fill this place back up, and I'll come back and act surprised.
Garfield round ravioli, the only round ravioli and meat sauce that's Garfield approved.
Isn't my ravioli fun?
Garfield ravioli. They actually made that. First of all, like, I think they're trying to pass that off as lasagna.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, it's not the same thing, and that's what they're going for with that. But so let's talk about Garfield here. This particular special that we're going to watch, it originally aired as a CBS primetime special on October 30th, 1985. And Garfield, they had a Saturday morning cartoon. It was like Garfield and Friends, and they had U.S. Acres. But they also ran all these primetime specials from 1982 to 1991. And this is the fourth one. And this is the one that won an Emmy. And you know what? I kind of respect that it won an Emmy. I think it was like an Emmy for animation or something. But the animation's pretty cool, actually. I have some other fun facts, but Caitlin, I thought maybe you could jump in with your comic strip knowledge of Garfield.
Sure.
Were you a Garfield fan since day one? I always feel like Garfield's like a gateway comic.
I was more of a Peanuts fan than a Garfield fan. Even today, I'm not the biggest Garfield fan. I know, and I think that's fine. He has it covered. He's doing just fine without my fandom. But let's see. Yes, created by Jim Davis, who's from Muncie, Indiana, not very far away from Columbus. In I want to say late 70s, maybe like 70.
Sometime around then.
Or something. And I know he had some comic strips before that weren't very successful, including one that was sort of like a proto Garfield. And then invented Garfield, and it kind of, took the world by storm. And he created Paws Inc., like smartly made sure that he owned the copyright for Garfield, which not all cartoonists do for their comics, and became like a billionaire, merchandised it all over the world, and people love it. I'm not saying it's an awesome comic. It's great. It's just not very it's not very philosophical or anything.
No, I mean, it's easy, it's digestible, it's evergreen. Yeah. Like my niece and nephew love it, but they're like 6 and 7. And so but I feel like now they're starting to read Calvin and Hobbes, because I feel like this is the gateway cartoon,
there you go.
Or comic that gets you into it. And then you realize there's this whole other world out there.
Yeah. I do think it's cool to see really early Garfield comics, because the character looks completely different. Like, he's very portly. And I think early Garfield is so much cuter. He's like big chubby guy. And
I wonder if that was a note. Like, did they say like, hey, could you thin him up a little bit? He's just a little too chunky.
I mean, he barely looks like a cat now. He looked like a cat more, at the beginning. So
let's see. I have some questions for you guys. Where do you think Garfield is set? Because he is set in a place.
I know.
Where do you think Garfield is set? It is documented where Garfield.
I already know this. Do I answer? Do I let the boys
go ahead.
answer?
Well, let Nick and George try to guess.
I mean, I'll say Anderson, Indiana.
Okay, George, what do you say?
I'll say Flagstaff, Arizona.
Okay, Muncie, which is where Jim Davis is from. So, right? Is he from there? He's from there, right? Yeah. All right, Garfield voice that we all know is Lorenzo Music. Like, he's like the Garfield voice. But who are some other people who have voiced Garfield? And
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. And you're never going to believe it. You're never going to believe it when I say it. You're gonna... Yes, Welker did.
Oh, Frank Welker. course.
FW
Yeah.
voiced him at one point too. Yeah, and
What
then on
can't
this,
he do?
he can do it all. Lou Rawls actually sings on it too, and I think he sings for the voice of Garfield because I don't think Lorenzo Music could, even though his last name is Music.
And Lou Rawls, after he died, I believe Frank Welker is doing his tour dates now.
Oh, right, he can do it
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Takes them over. Yep.
How much does Garfield make annually? How much would you guess?
In
Like
dollars or
annually.
lasagna?
Even today, even in today's
Okay.
world.
I'll say $30 million.
Okay. George, you got anything?
I'll say 22 million.
Nearly $1 billion. Nearly $1 billion.
year?
Yes. Nearly $1 billion. Yeah. Caitlin, you said he's a billionaire. Like
Oh, yeah.
they're still making Garfield movies, for crying out loud. Like they're still
They're
selling
still
Garfield
making
books.
Garfield. I mean, the
You
comic
rem-
strip's still getting made. I mean,
Yeah.
he hasn't actually created it for a long time. There's like a surprisingly large number of people that work on Garfield.
That's
like,
what I
just-
read. I read it was like 50 illustrators or something. Like
yeah, I think he maybe still writes them, and yeah, I think he just writes them actually. Maybe he pencils them or something. But my boss actually went out to like the Garfield plantation and met with him and got a tour and told me all about it.
There-
so.
saw the
was
factory.
Yeah, big smokestacks. There was a
Orange
Peter Bag comic called Sweatshop that was all about a fake cat cartoon that had a staff. It was about how miserable all the illustrators were who worked on it. I mean, it's called Sweatshop, so he had his take on
Yeah.
the Garfield machine.
Well, and I always assumed that Jim Davis was like this evil, like, based on that comic that you're talking about, Nick, Sweatshop. I always thought that was about Jim Davis and that he was this evil guy, but he really isn't. I mean, I don't think he's done anything wrong. Like I was looking for Jim Davis controversy. That was one of my first Google searches for today's show. And I didn't see anything. There's nothing.
Well, there's
think by
nothing
all
illegal when you're a
accounts-
billionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah. By all accounts, he seems like a good dude, and he's also, from what I understand, like pretty, and that's probably why we can do this show, pretty flexible with copyright. Like, I think, he didn't get upset about Garfield without Garfield.
Oh,
or
right.
Lasagna Cat or any of those things. Like to him,
Ex-
it's just like more exposure for his brand, basically.
He knows exactly what he's doing. And Garfield without Garfield, if people haven't seen that before, it's just they take out Garfield out of all the comic strips, and it's absolutely brilliant. But yeah, I read that too, that he liked it. And when I read that, I was like, oh, Davis, you're all right. I
Yeah.
want to hate him because he's making $1 billion a year, but you just can't hate him. I mean, yeah, if it ain't broke. So, all right. So let's dive in. I'm going to show. So I cut this down significantly. This is like 24 minutes long. I cut it down to 10 minutes long because this is genuinely scary. So I kept the essence of it because I have a feeling that YouTube isn't going to like that we're playing. If we played the whole thing, we would probably get in trouble. But that does exist. If people want to go watch the whole thing, it's on YouTube. You can watch the full thing, 24 minutes long. But we're going to do like just a cut down of that. So here it is. This is the essence of the Garfield Halloween special. I think it's called the Halloween Adventure. All right, we're going to stop it there.
That
Whoa.
is scary.
It is scary. A
Yes.
scary old man that like isn't cartoony.
Telling them to shut up.
Yeah.
It's aggressive.
The illustration is just like way different than Garfield stuff. All of a
Mhm.
sudden it's anyway, I thought now would be a good time. Now the whole thing's going to get scary. And I thought now would be a good time to stop. Let's watch some commercials. Let's prepare ourselves for the second half. But George, what do you got? You got some commercials?
Yeah, we're going to watch Halloween costume commercials in order of increasing desperation. Saturday morning cartoons will be right back.
They're gearing up for Halloween at the theatrical shop in West Des Moines. For Halloween parties and outfitting the youngsters, the theatrical shop provides specialized,
Nick.
ready-made costumes to rent or buy. Choose from a wide
There he
variety
is,
of
Nick.
materials and
Buzz
accessories.
McKenzie.
Create your own costume or take advantage
I
of
want
the
that
custom
mask.
costume shop for real novelty. Call or stop in now to reserve your favorite costume. The theatrical shop in West Des Moines.
So a nice place,
Our
right?
prices won't scare
Yeah.
you away.
This Halloween, Ziggy and Zon's World has everything you need to be anyone or anything you like. Ziggy and Zon's World
Cool
is
graphic.
filled with accessories, costumes,
Zon's World.
makeup and masks, decorations too, everything. Scare 'em, fear 'em, goof 'em, spoof 'em, be anything you want to be for Halloween
a camel.
at Ziggy and Zon's
What's that?
World.
That kind of looked like
Ooh, jingle
Everybody's
contest.
heading for Woolworth and Woolco to get set for Halloween. There's costumes of TV favorites like Wonder Woman and the Hulk. There's
I had that.
popular characters from Star
Oh, that's
Wars.
what Darth
and
Vader
there's
would wear.
superheroes like Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, and many more at bare bones prices. $238 to $417.
$238.
And there's
At bare
Sweepstakes,
bones
Space
quality.
Rocks, Hello Witches, wrapped candy of every kind, all at the favorite Halloween haunts. Woolworth and Woolco.
Halloween costumes from most stores have one built-in disadvantage. Anyone can buy the same costume. A costume from Ragstock, on the other hand, is unique because you selected yourself from a huge
there's a
stock of
Ragstock in
recycled
Madison.
clothing. Create your own Dracula or Superman. Be a cowboy or a rock star, a tramp or a vamp.
Visit Ragstock at 327
yes.
State Street,
I would get my
Madison.
Halloween costume.
They're still there. Ragstock's still there too.
Tired of wearing the same old face Halloween after Halloween? Why not try a Fright Night nose mask from Bud and Bud Light? There's Batface, Scary Witch, Mr. Pumpkin, and Big Black Cat. Best of all, these amazing masks are available where Bud and Bud Light are sold. So, next time...
Now back to Saturday morning cartoons. When you end up wearing that, you know your parents don't care.
A Budweiser nose mask.
Yeah.
I feel like even Budweiser was like, yeah, we know they suck. You know, like I feel like they were kind of making fun of them.
Or like your absentee alcoholic dad would be like, here, wear this for Halloween. It's a pumpkin. You put it on your nose. I got it with a sixer.
Put a hefty bag over your shoulders. And
Speaking of dads that don't care, can I show you guys one of my few pieces of Garfield merchandise?
Yes.
Not even merchandise. It's folk art. It's this.
Oh,
But
wow.
it says to Dad, love Chris, but Dad gave it to a thrift store at some point.
Wait, what is this supposed to be? Just like a statue? Oh boy.
The statue of Garfield.
Okay, but it doesn't
That's
like
it.
hold pens or something.
No, I think
Okay.
I assume a kid
holds
in,
memories.
or Chris. Yeah, Chris in 1987 made it in 8th grade
Yeah.
woodshop, I'm guessing.
Dad was like, nah, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, what am I gonna do with this? I'm kind of with the dad on that, but
Oh, that is a prized artifact. That's great. I can't
Yeah,
believe the dad let that go.
that is fantastic. All right, should we jump back in part 2 here?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
George looks scared.
It's getting scary now.
Still scary.
Still scary. So today, Caitlin, you sent over a grab bag of Garfield stuff, an email with a lot of screen grabs, a lot of photos, and I put them all together. And I included a few of my own in here too. But maybe you just want to walk us through all things Garfield here.
So much of it is not Garfield related. I just
No, I
kinda
know.
went off the deep
That was
end.
my favorite part. It was just like, oh, all of a sudden there's non-Garfield thing. But we'll start
let
here.
me. Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh wait,
sure.
what were you gonna say? Let you what?
No, I'll say something at the end. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So this is you on the Garfield chair, and I see your name up on the top right. Is that right outside
That's
your
my
office?
office. Yeah,
That's your
that's my
office.
office.
You have a Garfield bench right outside of your office.
I do. Yeah, I can curl up right there, take some naps between meetings. Yeah. So we have a Garfield bench that came from another museum that closed down, which actually a lot of the photos I included are from this other museum, but I'll get to that. And we just moved the bench to like a public space where people can take photos with it because it's like, good photo op.
For sure.
Hashtagging stuff on whatever Instagram or elsewhere with that for
You
our
got
library.
to.
So,
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. John Arbuckle on a pumpkin.
mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep, not much more to say than that. It's just one of my favorite pumpkins I've ever carved, John Arbuckle. I've also done a Ziggy and a Nancy, so I haven't decided what I'm gonna do this year yet, but I'll take suggestions in the comments.
So you appreciate Arbuckle then, huh?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I do. Oh, I love his character design in particular.
Okay. All right. Let me see. I'm doing this on the
He's sort of a Millhouse's dad kind of character. You know, he's kind of like
weird and sad and lovable.
Yeah,
bachelor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pathetic. Yeah.
Mhm.
My favorite. So many of these photos just made me laugh, and that's why I included them. Just this so I was basically trying to look for Garfield related stuff in our collection, but since I don't have a ton at home, and I was looking through photo albums that came from the International Museum of Cartoon Art, which is another cartoon art museum, doesn't exist anymore, but it was run by Mort Walker, who created Beetle Bailey.
Yeah.
And it used to be in Rybrook, New York, and then in Connecticut, and then in Boca Raton, Florida, and then it shut down. And we got everything they had from their collection. So these are photo albums from events that they had. We didn't have these events, but they had a bunch of different Garfield events, and I was looking for photos of, through the Garfield event albums, and there's thousands of photos, which I don't know. I personally think I'm so glad that an institution is preserving these kind of images.
Absolutely.
I mean, I wish there was a video of this. Like if somebody's shooting video, because he doesn't look happy here. Also, does he have a ponytail? Is that a ponytail I'm seeing on there?
It's a reflection. But,
I think it's
somebody.
I think it's somebody standing behind him.
I don't know. That looks like a ponytail to me. What do you look at? That's ponytail.
Could be, yeah.
It could be. It could be somebody behind him, but But also, like he doesn't look. He's. That's not the right expression to have when there's Garfield right in front of you, right?
That's why I love this so much. He's so serious. He looks like he's like addressing the UN or something.
There were many casualties.
Wait, also, I want to see. What his tie.
Hands.
What's his tie? Is it a fun tie?
That's a billionaire's tie.
That is a bit. What is it though?
Only a billionaire could get away with that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He definitely has a ponytail here, though. Oh, all right. Excellent. All right. What was this?
No. I just like this position of his tail in front of that guy's crotch. Yeah, same party, I guess. And you can see Jim down the middle there. So.
Oh, that's Jim in the middle.
Jim.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's his tie going on? He has fun ties. So you can get away with it. No ponytail there. Definitely. Also, I like some of the wear that's on there's a little bit of wear on the
Garfield ass.
Yeah. It's been, yeah. It's yeah.
Garfield. Is that a Garfield tail in front of your crotch, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh, I put this one in here because I had this shirt and I lost it. I always lose shirts, but like this is a bootleg. Obviously, this is not Jim Davis, but I had this, and I remember going through TSA one time while wearing this and feeling weird, like that I'm wearing, guns and
What post 9/11?
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is like maybe 4 years ago. Yeah.
I thought you had like 8th grade.
No. This is recent. Yeah. Kaylin, this was one of my favorites here. This is there's a lot going. This is one of the greatest photos of all time, possibly.
I am so glad you feel this way, because I was like, what are they going to think of when I'm setting? This just killed me. So if you can zoom in, we've got these elderly women.
Where do you want me to do? Let's start on the left.
Go to the right a little.
Oh,
go to the right.
Right. Okay. We'll start over here. Yeah.
So they're in the Board of Trustees conference room. So a very important place. All these older women. There's this beautiful headshot of Mort Walker.
That's Mort Walker. Okay.
Walker.
Yeah.
And then there's this woman who is not Kathy Geiswright, just holding a drawing.
Not a great drawing.
No, I think it's probably one, I don't know, that she did or from a workshop. But then, just keep going.
Wait. Are we going to talk about the fanny pack or what?
Pack, sorry.
Well, wait a second. Are we going to talk about the paper towel roll that's out?
In the microwave.
That nobody replenished? The break room that's over here on this side.
So it's like a Flemish masterwork where there's all sorts of things. The eyes
clasped.
Yes. They got the trapper keepers.
Binders of important information.
Yes.
And, I mean, I just would love to know what they were discussing. It's a very important.
And she's giving this presentation to 3 people too. Like, what's being decided here?
We can only dream.
That's a monster fanny pack too. Like that fanny pack means business.
You could fit another fanny pack inside of that.
Oh, you fit like
I feel
3
like this-
fanny packs in there.
This needs to be a Zoom background. It's like 90
Oh,
Zoom
yeah.
background.
George, you want to screen grab that? I'll give you a second to do
Yeah.
it if you need to.
I'll just send you the photo.
Okay. All right. Here you go. Oh, this is another great one because there's just so much going on here.
This is I mean, it was a guy taking off a Garfield costume, but what really struck me was not that. You can imagine
Yeah, I'll
Is it
show
like
this.
buying
I'll just
olive
zoom
oil.
in.
Is
Yeah.
this like
that
licensed
water
furries?
bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at and then yeah. and
Popeye
there's
arms
Popeye.
here.
Mhm.
There's a Xerox copier over here, and then upside down olive oil. How is that even
It's a
possible?
nightmare.
I don't
She's
know how that's
taking off,
Pulling it
she's
off
taking
like
off the
that.
head. Yeah. But again, these are the really important artifacts from American history that
Oh,
we're
for
preserving
sure.
at the Billy
Yeah,
Ireland.
Yeah, there's the arm.
Is that-
Well, we're back to there we go.
Was that a pocket? So,
I think
It's
that's
probably
his
an
armhole.
armhole.
Yeah,
oh.
yeah. And just the framing is just perfect. It's a perfect photo.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Oh,
Yep.
these are fantastic. Where'd you find? Do you have
These are in the
access to
collection.
these? Do you have access
So
to
they're
these?
they're not digitized, but yeah, we have lots of VHS.
We would
tape.
be more
not
than happy to
digitized,
digitize these for you.
That's
we-
great.
we-
I will
we
drop
have the
everything
ability-
I'm doing
Yep.
and I will put in Garfield's actions, how to put on the costume.
How to
23
put on the
minutes.
Garfield costume? 23 minutes. It takes
Yeah.
23 minutes.
You don't want to relive Garfield's birthday experience?
I definitely want to relive that. Yes. All right. What else we got? Oh,
To solve the mystery of the Jim Davis ponytail. Yeah. Oh God.
Is this also from the? Wow. This isn't like from Google Images. This isn't
Again,
Google Images. This is
No,
from-
this is a photo of a photo that I took in my office this morning. I just, again, they had all kinds of really fun parties at this museum.
Kind of
and
menage a
everyone
trois
was
happening
there.
here. Yeah.
Do you- but like, look at Betty. What's her name? Flintstone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Wilma.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like I feel like I'm. It's like Mort Walker on peyote. This is what he was thinking. This is his spirit quest.
In a white room with
Oh, we got to go
Yeah.
close in on Marge.
This must have
here,
been Boca
too.
Raton,
and
right?
the flaps are outside of her body
Yes.
costume.
Wait, what do you mean?
The flaps, that
Oh,
has supposed to be
right,
tucked into the
Yeah.
body. And actually, Mike Drucker, when he showed a Plunkett of somebody dressed as Bart Simpson, also the flaps are outside of the
Yes,
body.
you're right. Those are supposed to go in, so it looks like it's your skin color. Yeah.
But I like the conga line hand. You really get the
Yeah.
motion in there from Marge.
Yeah.
Feeling hot, hot, hot.
These are fantastic. Yeah. So this is another one. We
More
would be
tapes.
happy to digitize these. So have you watched these yet?
No. Oh no. I mean, we have tons of VHS. Also, the parties and stuff, they were filmed. We have lots of the films from
Oh,
there too. So
wow.
We would
Well,
be
yeah,
more than
let's
happy. We'll,
talk.
we'll do it all free of charge. This is
Awesome.
yes.
Hot nights at the
absolutely.
Cartoon Museum.
Yes. I like the idea of learning to draw sound. That's interesting. That's an interesting way of putting it.
Mhm.
Was
Yeah.
this for general audiences or for his ghost artists?
I'm gonna guess that these in particular may have been made for an exhibit at that museum because they had like a lot of interactive stuff. So it would have been probably like part of an area where kids could sit down and learn how to make cartoons or
Oh,
whatever.
okay. I bet he has a special training video for his fleet of 50 illustrators who just draw Garfield. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
opens turning saying, "Oh, hello."
Yeah, exactly.
So you're
Yeah.
going to be drawing part of my empire.
Hello and
Well, but-
welcome.
Yeah.
Also, the mascot thing is like pretty serious. Like with the mascot video thing, we've borrowed some mascots for events at the Billy Ireland, and you have to like put them on in a very specific way, and you can't like wear you can't be seen wearing a part of it without the rest of it.
Right.
It's
right.
yeah. So we have a Nancy costume at our library that I've put on a number of times. And
Oh, I bet you
have
have.
friends of mine.
No, they're-
And we've actually gotten reprimanded on the internet from people who are professional mascots who are like, you're really those costumes were meant to be worn by the person who was trained to be that person. Like there's one woman in the world who can wear the Snoopy costume. I know that for a fact. She's like the
Really?
trained Snoopy mascot.
She's the only one who does it right. Yeah.
Yeah.
we went to Jim Henson's studios, like where they build the puppets, and they don't let you take photos of puppets that aren't active. You know what I mean? Because they don't want it to look like it's dead.
Because they look lifeless when there's not a hand in there. So yeah, they have rules.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
Just kidding.
All right. Oh, so this is classic. Didn't like McDonald's or somebody, because I feel like everybody had this.
So this is one of, I think, 2 or 3 shots of stuffed animals that are just, we have literally boxes and boxes and boxes that are just full of these, because there was a Garfield for every occasion. There's I don't know what the occasion is for like the cowboy one, but there's a graduation one in the back, an Easter one, the devil one, the angel. There are tons and tons of them.
I had one. I definitely had one, but I feel like you got it free with a Happy Meal or something. I don't know. Happy Meals usually gave you shit, but like they wouldn't give you something this good.
These are pretty big, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Hallmark stores always had. Oh, Normal.
Yes.
Arlene, not Normal.
Arlene. Sorry.
This is Garfield's girlfriend, Arlene.
Yeah.
Who for some reason has a neck like Odie, even though none of the other characters have creepy long necks. But
she's beautiful.
Do you think that Jim Davis workshopped this, or did he just do it and he's like, "This is it"?
The design.
Yeah, as far as the design, and everybody's just like, "Oh, brilliant." I feel like he's like at the golf course every day. I feel like he's like, I don't even think he looks at this stuff anymore. Does he?
Yeah, I think he writes them supposedly, but that's
Okay. All right.
Lasagna. What is his writing process like? I don't know.
Well, you know what he should do? This would make great press too. Is if he gave all his employees Mondays off, so they didn't have to work Mondays. So they got a 3-day weekend. They just had to work Tuesday through Friday. I don't know. I'm throwing that out there. My idea.
Lasagna Fridays.
So is this the sticker? You put this one in here. Is this the suction cup? I assume
it doesn't. If it is, it doesn't have the suction cup on it anymore. But I think the tag is like 78 or something. So this is like very early Garfield merch, and I just thought it was hilarious because it's all faded
and just what the hell is it? What the hell is it even? Like, yeah, that's why I thought it had suction cups up there, but no, maybe not. Last of the Red Hot Lovers.
Just weird sexual Garfield.
Well, I feel like they didn't say no to anything, like any idea. They just like, yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's try it.
Just like the Red Hot Lovers.
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't say no to anything.
This
is that a band?
This is a placard that you can buy and put in your house. What fun is it, teeter without a toddler?
Ooh. When I saw this,
that classic phrase.
And when I saw this, I was like, I've seen this before several times. I wonder if I had it like in my 3rd grade class. Maybe it was up on the wall or something.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because like memories flooded back, but my brain is, mushy. So
you couldn't even come up with the word mushy.
It took me a second to come up with the word mushy, but yeah, it looked familiar. This has to be a bootleg then, right?
I have no idea. It's just so sad looking.
And
you can see this is the one photo that shows it. They are all individually wrapped in tissue paper, like in our archive, in acid-free boxes.
Oh, that's in your archive.
This is all from the archive. We're like trying to preserve this stuff, for future generations.
And I should mention that we're going to be in Columbus, Ohio in December, and we're going to come down to the Billy Ireland Museum, and maybe we could bring our camera and do a little Shaturday morning feature where you pull out some stuff to show us, and we'll get a little tour. I think that'd be a fun little thing.
I'm excited about that.
And I think we have some original animation art from even maybe some of the some of the cartoons that we've watched.
Yeah,
we at least have some Scooby-Doo art. So
fantastic.
Nice. This is one I found here. This is a bootleg. I just looked up bootleg Garfields and like.
It looks like after they found Garfield a week later.
Oh wait! Oh shoot! I wanted to reveal this one. This is the last one. All right,
God.
So there's that. All right. So Caitlin, this last one. Hopefully nobody saw that last one. But you saw this on, what was it? Redbubble, you said?
I was Googling Garfield this morning, and that just popped up in the Google image search.
Yeah.
I wasn't putting anything in there that should reveal that.
Oh.
But
it's an ad, $146.
Not bad.
What the hell?
Totally worth it.
Garfield when I was born. What? When I
Not
was
like-
born.
He came out of that lady's legs
But
when
what?
he was born.
Okay.
What don't you get? It's
The clawing.
I mean, it looks
What
like
if-
a very comfortable blanket.
what if Jim Davis's signature was on it too?
Or he was sleeping in that bed.
Well, the fact that this is an advertisement on Redbubble bodes well for this episode of Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, you just forward this to YouTube if you get flagged.
Yeah, exactly. Like the fact that this can be, and he's like, but he's breaking out.
It's
okay.
disgusting.
Yeah. All right. Well, excellent
Anatomically
slideshow.
inaccurate.
Yes, excellent slideshow, Caitlin. That was
Thanks.
good work.
And I'll just
Yes.
show one last piece of merchandise that I have in my personal collection, which is something that belongs in every home. A Garfield toilet seat.
Oh,
No
Whoa.
way.
Yes,
What?
Ray. This is
But it's
on my
Christmas
on
themed.
my toilet every Christmas. Yeah.
And you
Actually, when you guys are here, you can test this out.
oh
It's one of the weird like padded toilet seats.
oh, I love
So
those though. They're way
comfortable.
more comfortable.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Of course
No,
you do.
we're bringing our video camera. It shoots 4K. So it's gonna be great. Yeah. So wait. So like the day after Thanksgiving, is that when you go out? You
yeah.
unscrew the? Okay. All right.
and we're gonna be there around Christmas time. We like to bring a gift. I don't know if you need a new comforter, Caitlin, but I have a good idea of what we might get you.
When I was born.
Is there a Ziggy version of that?
We can make one.
Sure there is. George, you have a game for us, don't you? Did you say you have a
Oh
game?
man. Yes, I do.
Let's keep this party going. This
Yeah.
Garfield party going.
We may have to break this up over several episodes.
No, let's keep it going.
Ooh.
That's
Oh, yes.
That's right. It is time for Mask Me Another, the game show that quizzes contestants on their ability to identify vintage Halloween costumes by their lousy plastic masks.
Love
But
it.
before we begin, I'll present my own harrowing history with a store-bought Halloween mask, of course.
Okay.
October 31st, 1983, I attended my Cub Scout PAX Halloween costume contest. I was wearing a vinyl Ben Cooper Boba Fett costume available for $4.99. Yet as prizes were being awarded, I somehow thought I still had a chance to win. So when the scout leader said into the microphone, "First place, the Star Wars guy," I pridefully marched right up to the podium. But
this
no one was
for
looking
real?
at me. Yes, instead they were looking at the kid right behind me in the elaborate homemade Jawa costume with light up eyes. And ever since then, I've been unable to accept any praise because it might turn out that it was meant for somebody behind me. And 8 years later, that Cub Scout leader was charged with murder. True story. Anyhow, let's move on to the game.
Well, you're doing a great job. And I was
Let's
talking to Caitlin. I was talking to Caitlin there.
And you haven't been charged with murder yet.
I never
So,
will be.
All right. Okay, good.
Just think about that for a second. So let's meet our contestants. Joe Pickett, for last year's Halloween episode, you wore a Skeletor Underoos shirt and your CPAP hose. What's the least effort you've ever put into a Halloween costume?
Let's see. Well, all of them, all of my Halloween costumes are very little effort. So they're, let's see. I usually just like look around for a different kind of shirt that I normally wouldn't wear, which I would say was last Halloween for VCR party show. Yeah, I just threw on the gas and fuel shirt because it was like over there on the wall. Yeah.
Well, good luck then on today's game.
Yeah,
Nick Brewer, you
Yes.
masked true intentions behind an impenetrable wall of precisely timed witticisms. When will you reveal your true self to the world?
When hell freezes over, George.
Okay, and Professor Caitlin McGurk of the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum. In your youth, you went through a goth phase. Did you ever feel on Halloween like your lifestyle was being co-opted by big business? And
All the
did you
time.
ever sue?
all the time.
Okay. Well, let's get on to the game. Let's go to the big board to see if this
That was some fantastic banter
Good
before the
banter.
game show started.
Yeah.
did that work? Did it not work?
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, there we go.
There we go,
Oh,
there we go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see our category.
Hang on, George.
Okay.
We got some grids in front.
It went
Oh,
away.
wait, you're doing this live right now, aren't you?
You know it. Oh man, I think we're stuck with grids. Are you? What do you see now?
Yep,
You
now
I
we're
see your
good.
shadow.
Okay.
Your
It's not
shadow's
blocking
like-
anything.
Yeah.
Now we're good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Today's categories are video games, Shat tunes, comic books, TV and movies, failed toys, and impossible. You'll note that point values are not the same throughout because there's almost no way any of the the final two categories can be guessed.
Okay.
And the order of contestants will be Joe, because otherwise you'd complain, Caitlin, because you're our guest, and Nick, because that's your left. And now let's play Say It With Me, Mask Me Another.
Another one.
Ask me another one.
Formerly known as Wait, Wait, Go Fuck Yourself. Okay. So, Joe, pick a category and a dollar amount.
Impossible for 1,000.
Whoa.
It's gonna be great.
Oh, man. Well,
I can't wait.
Joe Pickett,
Okay.
what is this? What is this costume?
Oh, it's a Red Baron.
Is that your final answer?
Hold on.
5 seconds.
Red Zorro? Maybe it's Red Zorro. Red Zorro.
Okay, final
Red
answer.
Zorro.
Okay, and it is one of the Brady Bunch, an actual costume.
No.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
When
One
did
of
they
the-
ever wear those masks?
That's not a bit. Is that a bit?
Not a bit. 100% real.
One of the Brady Bunch?
Yes.
That sounds like a bit.
Not a bit. Caitlin McGurk of the Billy Ireland Cartoon
That's
Library
what the
and
show
Museum.
should be called, is not a bit.
All these are real.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go for comic books. 500, please.
Wow.
Also, are we gonna do all of these?
We'll see what people's tolerance is. Okay, comic books for 500. Caitlin McGurk of the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum. Who is this?
Ooh.
Oh God, I feel like I should know who this is. It's not Namor, is it? That's my only guess.
Okay, I'm afraid it is Aquaman, who didn't wear a mask, but that is who Ben Cooper put a mask on it.
Even though the drawing on his thing, he didn't have a mask.
Yes,
But-
and I found, and you'll see in several others, that when they show costumes on these sites, they always put the costume head on the groin.
Well, okay. All right.
Oh boy.
There's a lot going on here.
Not a bit. Not a bit.
Not a bit.
Yeah.
100% real.
All
No
real.
one's gonna win this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We're only going through the most difficult so far.
We only
Nick
have
Pruitt.
38. We only have 38 categories to go. So
Video games for 500.
Okay. Will this be it? Will this
Break the tie of 0.
there's not a
Thriller.
chance. There's not
Whoa.
a chance.
what is this a costume of?
What?
I'll say Space Invaders.
I'm afraid it wasn't a toy, but it was
Oh,
Yar's
Yar's
Revenge.
Revenge. The insect. Oh, right.
Yes.
Of course.
Wow. All right.
Ah.
You got the closest so far, but you
All
don't
right.
get points.
Maybe a strategy might involve not picking the most difficult ones, but I leave it to
Okay.
you. That's how a person plays.
George,
Fine.
Ask
did
me
you
another.
actually did one for each one of these?
You know it.
Let's
we
just
can,
do
we
one-
can call it off right now.
No, let's
No.
do one more. Let's do one more round and save the rest for the Halloween episode.
All right.
Ooh, yeah.
No, I want to play the whole thing tonight. Impossible for 900.
I got nowhere to be.
Joe Pickett, you're a brave man.
Brave.
I'm gonna say
One word for it.
I'm gonna say a GoBot. It's a GoBot.
Joe Pickett. What is this a
Oh,
costume of?
No. What? No
The
way.
superhero sushi roll head.
No helping.
Sorry.
Hold on.
You guys are going to get most of these, by the way.
Who does that look like? It looks like it does look like somebody, and there's something going on with the head.
The category is impossible.
Yeah, impossible. Gee, I don't even have a guess. I don't even have a funny guess.
5 seconds.
Smash Head.
Good guess. It is. I don't know who this is. Lazar Man.
Rem Lazar Man?
No, this was a 60s costume. Lazar Man. I'm wondering. We're going to have to contact.
Get Ben Cooper on the phone.
Yeah, late Ben Cooper.
We should have yes. What's the deal with Ben Cooper? He's the Jim Davis of costumes, isn't he? I mean, he just sat back. He was on the golf course the whole time while they were cranking these out. All right,
Caitlin McGurk.
I'll go for Shaturday 200.
Okay, good strategy. Who is this?
Oh,
is it Macho Man? Randy Savage? No, maybe.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Can I pass it to Joe, who knows it clearly?
Chuck Norris.
You cannot, but it was Chuck Norris.
Yes, so I got it right because you passed it to me.
It was available in
Give it to Joe.
tiny tot 3 to 5.
Look at how the mustaches got printed wrong on that version of it. Look
There's
at
a
it.
lot great about this.
A little bit to the left.
Same thing on actual Chuck Norris.
Yeah, zoom in on the mustache. It's like clearly went through the printer.
No quality control at Ben Cooper.
Wow. Okay, we're 0 for 6
I'm
so
not
far.
gonna get any of these.
But that was plausible.
Nobody's gonna get any of these.
It was plausible. Joe got it.
All right, I'm going TV and movies for 300.
Okay.
Wait, why does impossible start at 600?
Because
it's
it's
harder.
impossible.
I know, but
He said,
you mean it should start at like a billion? It was going to be at the billion.
I wasn't listening to that.
He said at the beginning, notice that the values are different.
TV and movies for 300. Nick Pruer.
This is the best game ever. This should be an actual game that people can buy at like Target or something.
Oh, I'll say Luke Duke.
Nick Pruer.
That's good.
You got it.
That's good.
Oh, I was like, who's a blonde hero, a blonde TV star? Yes.
Yeah, but he only got 300 for that. Yeah, those are the pants that he always wore, though.
Mm-hmm.
I remember those. Yeah.
Yeah. that was the Confederate shirt he wore.
Yep. The costume has been canceled.
So I guess it's up to. There has to be a conclave to decide whether or not this is going to keep going, or whether Nick has other things he's got to do.
Can we continue playing it on VCR Party next Tuesday or something, or like?
Let's
what is
continue
this?
it
What
on
is this airing?
This is airing this Saturday. Let's continue it on the Halloween episode of Saturday Morning Cartoons, because we need a game for that one anyway.
No, but it looks like we can milk a lot of content out of this. If George put all this effort into it, we're not going to do the whole thing there. Let's do it on the VCR Party and here. Let's just keep doing it.
Okay, on Halloween we'll have the actual board in the office.
This is probably one of the most fun games I've ever played.
Yeah.
Sorry about Dream Crush. This got picked out by.
Yeah.
Well, I won round 1, and then we'll pick up round 2 on VCR Party the week of Halloween, and then on Saturday before Halloween we'll finish her off on Saturday Morning Cartoons. How about that?
That sounds like a plan to me.
All right.
Okay.
Great game, George.
Wow. This is the most ambitious thing you've ever worked on.
Including your real job.
Yeah. I'm waiting to hear back from them. I haven't called them in 3 days because
you called in sick for like 3 days, right?
I need a Ben Cooper, Chuck Norris. I'm calling around to all the pawn shops. I bought them all. They're all.
I'm sure that through all that though, you probably learned a lesson, because I learned nothing.
I actually have learned no lesson other than it's very difficult for Scotch tape to stick onto chalkboard. And that's why I always say, what do I always
What do you always say? There's something you always say. I can't remember.
the more I battle is twice the knowing.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Something
that's
like
what I
that.
say. Yeah. Yeah. It is something.
Wow, what an episode. I think this was worthy of the Garfield Halloween special.
And there's a chance that this won't even YouTube won't
This
even
might win
allow
an
this to be
Emmy.
Yeah.
I hope it does. I really do.
It might not even see the light of day because Jim Davis is like, nope. I like Garfield without Garfield. I don't like this.
Yeah.
So
They analyzed a fanny pack for a full 15 minutes. I'm not approving that. That had nothing to do with me.
All the contestants have to swear on the future grave of Jim Davis not to do research on Halloween costumes.
I'm not looking
not
at
going
Ben
to.
Cooper costumes at all.
Okay.
never, ever.
Promise.
Yep. I'm gonna forget this even happened. Like,
Well,
5 minutes from
I
now.
trust
We
I
know.
trust Nick and Caitlin, but then I also trust that Joe will not remember.
No, yeah.
I really hope the Funky Phantom is in there as a Ben
Oh.
Cooper costume.
Oh, I wish there was one. I don't know. We'll find out. Stay tuned, everybody.
All right. Happy Shaturday, everybody.
Happy Saturday.